Well, hello. Today we have 5 words for you. The first word is termination. Termination. Termination means if you have an employee, you fire him. He's not working here anymore. That's termination. For example, you say to the employee, "You are terminated." That's termination in a company. Obviously, if you've seen the movie Terminator, you'll see that termination also means to kill. Now, here's a better word. Dismissal. Dismissal is a more proper word. Dismissal means they're being fired. They're not working at the company anymore. So you could say, "You are being dismissed." You are being dismissed. That sounds better than terminate. Now, if you dismiss a person, sometimes you, the company, have to pay the employee severance pay. Severance pay. Well, what is severance pay? Well, let's look at the word. Severance. Severance means to cut. Pay means money. So if you cut the employee from your company, you have to pay him money. That's what severance pay means. So if you have to pay the employee some money, it's called severance pay. Okay? Now, severance pay is only if you have no reason to fire the person other than you don't have any money. So, if you have a reason, if they're a bad employee, then you have just cause to fire them. Just cause. Just cause is a word in English that we use to say that the employee is doing bad, so you can fire them, you can dismiss them or terminate them, and you don't have to pay severance pay. That's the idea of just cause. Now this is a legal term, so check a lawyer if you are actually going to do this, because I don't know. I'm just telling you the English as a second language version. So where we get into what's called wrongful dismissal. If you hear this, wrongful dismissal, that means an employee was fired, but the employee thinks that he shouldn't have been fired. So what they do is they complain to the government and say that it was wrongful dismissal and they want some severance pay. It's all about money. They want severance pay. So that's why a person would want to file wrongful dismissal with the government or the court. So let's do a review. Termination and dismissal is the same thing. Termination and dismissal is the same thing. You're firing an employee. Just cause means you have a legal reason to fire the person. So you don't have to pay them any severance pay. Severance pay is money you have to pay the employee if you fire them and you have no reason, or they've worked there for a while. Depends. Check with your lawyer. Wrongful dismissal. Wrongful dismissal is a term that employees use to complain that they got dismissed or fired, and so they file a complaint with the labor board or the government.